At dawn in 490 BC, the fate of Greece rested on a flat stretch of land between mountains and sea. The plain of Marathon was quiet, almost peaceful, but every man standing there knew what was coming. Across the field waited the Persian Empire, the greatest military power the world had ever seen. Behind the Greek lines stood Athens, unprotected, vulnerable, and doomed if this battle was lost. This was not just a fight for land. It was a fight for survival, identity, and the future of freedom itself. The Persians had come to punish Athens years earlier. The Athenians had dared to support a revolt against Persian rule in Asia Minor. King Darius the First never forgot such insults. Now his army, tens of thousands strong, had crossed the Aegean Sea, burned the city of Eretria, and landed at Marathon, only 26 miles from Athens. To the Persians, victory seemed inevitable. Their army was vast, disciplined, and experienced in crushing resistance. Athens had little to offer in comparison. The Greek force numbered barely 10,000, mostly citizen soldiers called hoplites. Farmers, craftsmen, and merchants stood shoulder to shoulder, armored in bronze, gripping shields and spears. They were joined by a small force from Plataea, loyal allies who refused to abandon Athens in its darkest hour. There would be no Spartan reinforce in Sparta delayed, bound by religious festivals. Athens would stand alone. Leadership fell to 10 generals and 1 Polemarch Callimachus, whose vote would decide everything. Among the generals was Miltiades, a man who understood Persian warfare better than anyone else. He had lived under Persian rule and knew their strengths and their weaknesses. He argued fiercely that Athens must attack now. If they waited, the Persians might sail directly to Athens and crush the city without resistance. The decision was made. They would fight. The terrain favored the Greeks. Marshes guarded the flanks. Mountains protected their rear, and the Persians were confined to the open plain. Yet, fear lingered. Persian archers, cavalry, and elite infantry had shattered countless armies before. No Greek city-state had ever faced a force like this alone. Then came the moment that changed history. Instead of waiting, the Greek line advanced. Not slowly, not cautiously. They ran across nearly a mile of open ground. The heavily armored hoplites charged at full speed toward the Persian army. It was madness on brilliance. Persian archers barely had time to react before bronze shields crashed into wicker defenses. Spears struck home. The shock of the collision was devastating. Miltiades had made a bold and dangerous choice. He weakened the center of the Greek line and strengthened the wings, gambling everything on maneuver rather than raw strength. The Persian center pushed the thinner Greek middle back, believing victory was near. But on the flanks, Greek hoplites overwhelmed Persian troops, who were lightly armored and unprepared for brutal close combat. Then the trap closed. The Greek wings turned inward, encircling the Persian center. Panic spread through Persian ranks. Discipline collapsed. Soldiers fled toward their ships, pursued relentlessly. Many drowned in the marshes, or were cut down as they ran. The mighty Persian army masters of empire was rooted by farmers fighting for their homes. The battlefield became chaos. Persian banners fell. Greek spears rose and fell. The sound of armor, screams, and splintering would echo across the plain. Against all expectations, the Greeks had won. The cost was staggering but unequal. Around 6,400 Persians lay dead. The Greeks lost just 192 men. Among them was Callimachus, who died fighting to the end. His body, pierced by countless arrows, became a symbol of sacrifice. But the danger was not over. The Persian fleet still existed. Defeated on land, they could sail directly to Athens and attack before the army could return. Understanding this, the Athenians performed another act of endurance that would echo through history. Exhausted, bloodied, still armored, they marched back to Athens at full speed, arriving in time to defend the city. When the Persian ships appeared and saw the army waiting, they turned away. Athens was saved. According to legend, a messenger named Phidippides ran from Marathon to Athens to announce the victory. He delivered his message, "We have won," and collapsed dead from exhaustion. Whether myth or truth, The story became immortal, inspiring the modern marathon race and symbolizing the limits of human endurance in service of freedom. The Battle of Marathon changed everything. It proved the Persian Empire could be defeated. It gave Greece's confidence, unity, and belief in itself. Without Marathon, there would be no golden age of Athens, no democracy as we know it, no philosophy of Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, no foundations of Western political thought. This was not a victory of numbers or wealth. It was a victory of discipline, courage, and the refusal to submit. On that plain in 490 BC, a small city stood against an emperor and won. History would never be the same.